Good morning, my name's Janice. I'm the infant feeding coordinator here at Kettering General Hospital. Congratulations on the birth of your baby. It's understandable that in these unprecedented times of coronavirus, it can be extra difficult getting used to being with your newborn and the challenges that brings up. We want to support you as much as we can with your infant feeding, so we might just need to do that a little bit differently with regards to the number of visits you have from your community midwife. So we want to make sure that you are very aware that you've got local infant feeding support. You can phone me on my mobile number, which is 07872 197 265, Monday to Friday, 7 till 4 most days. If I'm not at work, then obviously that phone won't be manned, so you can ring Rowan Ward on 01536 492 907. There's also some national breastfeeding helplines that you can get in contact with, and underneath this Facebook post we will post those numbers for you. So you will be having more remote support from your community staff and also from myself if you so wish. You can do that by telephone to the numbers that I've just given to you, or you can video call me on this number. I am hopefully going to be setting up some video chat rooms so that we can either have one-to-one or group meetings. So what can you do if you're an antenatal lady getting ready for the birth of your baby? First of all, here at the hospital we're still promoting, as ever, skin-to-skin contact with your baby at delivery. But it's not only just for delivery. Skin-to-skin can happen at any time, and it's really advantageous for any baby to have skin-to-skin contact with its mother, regardless of your feeding method. We've sort of lost sight of the fact that babies want to really be close with their mums in the 20th century, but now is the time, if ever there was a good time, to spend lots and lots of skin-to-skin time with your baby. Okay, the next thing that you need to really do, because of the way we are at the moment, and at any time really, is to read stuff and watch stuff. There are some really good videos on the Baby Friendly Initiative website that you can log on to anytime you want. They're completely free resources, and if you just go into that website, the Baby Friendly Initiative, you will find loads of little video clips. They're only about 4, 5, 6 minutes long, so they're really easy watching when you're either waiting for the arrival of your baby or if you're newly postnatal home with your baby. There are also other videos that I will, as I say, post the links to underneath this Facebook post. You need to make sure that you use your helpers. Your helpers, as I've already said, might be quite remote. So obviously we are distancing from other households at the moment. So if you want to use the contact numbers that I've given you, feel free. You don't just need to ring with any major issues or concerns. You can ring for a chat about your feeding, just to sort of get things off your chest and just have a chat about how things are going, basically. You need to know what good breastfeeding looks like, or if your baby is bottle feeding, if you're bottle feeding effectively. So all of you mums will have been issued from your community midwife our Mother and Others guide. It's a little newspaper magazine with loads and loads of really valuable information in it. So if you haven't got one of those, get in touch with me and I can get one out to you, or ask your community midwife. I've already said about skin-to-skin contact. We need to really understand what normal newborn behaviour is, and that your baby wants to be close to you. Your baby wants to be on you, your baby needs to make that connection with you, and your baby needs to feel safe. So feeding is not just about nutrition. Feeding is about comfort, it's about love, it's about you building up that bond with your baby. So lots of skin-to-skin contact at any time is really beneficial. We always need to remember about responsive feeding. We've always talked about responsive feeding for the last few years. That means that you're not feeding your baby to the clock, but you're feeding your baby when your baby shows you those feeding cues. That means that your baby will be feeding about 8 to 10 times in a 24-hour period. The gaps in between those feeds might be different, but we need to make sure that you get enough feeds in that 24 hours. So don't let your baby sleep for any longer than 3 hours. Babies need to feed through the night as well. So feed to feeding cues, look for your baby asking you for a feed and make sure that you get those feeds in, 8 to 10 feeds in 24 hours. If you're breastfeeding, then you need to feed from both breasts at each feed. So start the feed off on one breast, give your baby a little bit for break in between. Baby might take that natural break and then swap onto the other breast, making sure that baby feeds for at least 5 to 40 minutes. Anything shorter than 5 minutes is not really a good breastfeed. Anything longer than 40 minutes means that baby probably hasn't been attached properly. So again, the links that I am giving you underneath this Facebook page will show you what good breastfeeding looks like. We need to maximise breast milk in these times, as we always have asked mums to do, making sure that even if your baby is struggling to go to the breast or you're struggling to get your baby on the breast, that you're thinking about maybe hand expressing or pump expressing, so that your baby can still receive breast milk. Okay, so that's all I need to say for today. My name is Janice. I am the infant feeding coordinator for the Trust. You have my telephone number 07872 197 265. Phone, either myself or my colleague will be manning the phone. If there's nobody there, then you can phone Rowan Ward on 01536 492 907. Thanks for listening. Stay safe.